Hi, I'm Brandon,
And I'm Mom.
and welcome back to Tansson TV Plus.
Yep, thank you for joining us again today.
Yeah, we always love doing this, and Mom, what show are we speaking about here today?
Lopez versus Lopez.
Yes, we're very excited to continue on with our fall 2024 season. This is the third season premiere titled Lopez versus Halloween, debuted on October 18th of 2024.
Alrighty. And Brad, I think they call this one Lopez versus Wedding.
What did I say?
Lopez versus Halloween.
Oh, yes, this is Lopez versus Wedding.
Yeah. All right, you ready for me to give a brief synopsis, Brandon?
Yeah, I sure am.
Alrighty. So in this particular episode, like I said, is the first episode of this particular season. And when we ended last season, Mayan and Quentin became engaged. And so they begin this season talking about their wedding, their upcoming wedding. And so both both of Maya's parents have decided that they kind of are planning their wedding, meaning that Rosie kind of has some ideas of what she wants, and George really has ideas about what he wants during the wedding. And George is looking forward to paying for it and everything like that. And so, of course, Mayan and Quentin, they don't quite like that idea. The fact that that her parents actually have ideas about the wedding. All right, so they go to a wedding party where they are able to go and they see the vendors and things like that, and they enter a contest in order to win $25,000 for their wedding because they realize that they don't have enough money to support this wedding, whatever it is that may be. That they still don't have an idea of what they want, but they've decided they don't have enough money for that, and so they do go and they play this game and they do really well. Of course, then at some point in time, her parents realize that George and Rosie realize where they're at and what they're doing. And so they go and they play the same game, but they are much better at this game. So they end up winning the $25,000. But in the midst of all that, both Mine and Quentin realize they have an issue with the last name because they cannot decide what her last name will be when she marries. And so that, in essence, is the episode in a nutshell. I'll let you all watch it to find out what last name that they do decide for themselves when they do get married.
Well, Mom, of course, thank you so much for your synopsis.
You are welcome, Brandon.
Yeah, that's certainly a great recap of this episode. And Mom, overall, were you excited for the show to come back for its third season?
I absolutely love Lopez versus Lopez. So yes, I was very excited to see the show come back. I thought the comedy was right on point as it normally is, and so I really enjoyed the episode. I thought they did a really nice job on this particular episode.
Absolutely, and I think that this is probably one of the. I mean, there are a lot of great episodes of this series, but I think this is definitely one of the stronger episodes. Yeah, in my personal thoughts, because I love that we're not really bickering about what George caused or what Rosie caused, but rather the parents are just teaming up against the kids, so to speak, and I love it.
Yeah, that they did a nice job, and I think they wrapped it up really well with Chance actually saying some nice words. Chance, and it's not spoiling anything to say that Chance is going to be the best man in the wedding, and so as the best man, he thought he needed to have some words with his parents, and along with his grandparents, and he did a nice job of doing that, which kind of helped them decide a little bit what last name they were going to choose.
Yeah, and I really love that too. And I love their little sort of dating game meets family feud with what was it? Was it fiance feud?
Yeah, I think it was. And then Anthony Anderson was on it, and it's always nice to see him on a show.
Yeah, and of course with our connection there, of course he was the lead on the show Blackish that we spoke about.
Yes, yes, it was.
But yeah, I personally thought that this was just the best way to do it, and I'm very excited for hopefully the upcoming wedding. But I like how they sort of teased it, so to speak, at the beginning of this episode.
I know it'll be interesting to see if they decide to do this wedding mid-season or whether or not they're gonna, go the whole season talking about the planning, and then it's the last episode of the season. Hopefully, they will go through with the wedding. I really do hope they do.
Yeah, and as for what we've been doing in all of these, premieres in the fall season, what are your thoughts and hopes for season 3?
Well, season three, kind of like I said, I hope that they really do go through with the wedding. I like the planning aspect of it, so that'll give some good play. But in essence, I would like to see them go through with the wedding, and then to see what their parents think. Now they're finally married. What else could they do for these kids? So instead of that'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, I really hope that that they sort of well, I hope that one that they go through with the wedding, and I hope that they don't hold it for too long, so to speak. But I definitely am loving the build up to it.
Yes, yeah, it is nice. And it was nice to see actually Oscar come back, who is of course George's friend, and to see him, play a little bit, but this time his play was with Chance, and so they did a nice job. His play was with Chance, so they did a nice job of kind of including him there.
Yeah, I certainly loved the inclusion of him. I think he's just such a great supporting character to George, but I really love him with Chance because I mean it's just I love the dynamic that they have because even though uh, he's a very interesting friend for George, but he's been nothing but supportive for the whole family. And I love that that Mayan said that it's like, oh yeah, well he babysat me when I was a kid, and I only got stitches once. It's like
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, yeah. So it'll be interesting to see how that, if they continue that development, or at least to show the development of Oscar, even with George, and then with the rest of the family.
But yeah, so I'm definitely very excited for the remainder of the season, to go and yeah, and I'm excited to see like if they have any more like really creative episodes this season. I know the last two seasons had us laughing out loud for quite a bit, but it's also had some serious touching moments as well. And so I hope that they sort of continue with that fun balance.
Yeah, same here, same here.
Well, yeah. Well, like we said, we're very excited for the show alongside the rest of our fall 2024 slate.
Yes, and thank you so much for joining us today. And we'd love to hear what your thoughts are on the first episode of Lopez.
Yeah, and if there are any other shows that are debuting this fall that you'd like us to check out, definitely let us know.
Yeah, please do. All right, everybody, have a great day.
We'll see you next time.
All right, bye bye.